Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mind. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun.
Yoruba nation now. Ṣé Nàìjíríà mọ́ ọmọ ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ jíire ni wá. Yoruba nation now. Ṣé ti rí ó yẹ ẹ máa ṣí ẹ wájú ni mo fi wọ̀nyí ẹ wẹ̀yìn. Chief olóyè Sunday Igboho kò sá àwọn ló ń lídìí wa lọ báyìí tí àwọn olórí burúkú àwọn ọmọ àlè àwọn olórí burúkú tó sọ yìí pé bàbá ti gbowó owó tó gbà ìyá bàbá ó máa ṣọ́ ní. Ó yá. ẹ̀yìn lélẹ́yìí wájú ni bàbá ọwọ́ wájú lọ a ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti débẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Ìpàràpá Tápà Gàngán Igbó Ọ̀rà Làlátẹ̀ gómìnà Mákindé tó ti ráyè ẹ̀ lóde sọ́pọ́ọ̀tì wa ká gbalẹ̀ Yorùbá no more election 2023 no more ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ́ bá sọ́pọ́ọ̀tì wa Ògúnlọ́kà yóò ṣìmọ̀lẹ̀ ló máa pa yín ṣe ti rí báyìí. Ó yá àwọn tí gómìnà Àgbẹ̀kọ̀yà ṣe ti rí Àgbẹ̀kọ̀yà gómìnà wà ń bí OPC wà ń bí ṣe ti rí. Ọyẹ wọnú ọkọ̀ kò sí gírígírí. Alága. I don't want any X-Man in the one land again.
Hello there. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to you from wherever you're watching from. This is Maiyegun live. And to my friends who are watching me on Facebook, you will be watching on Badero Olushola's Facebook page because that has wide reach than Maiyegun's Diary Politico. Facebook has limited Maiyegun's Diary Politico's reach. Many of my friends won't really receive the notification. So I decided to stream straight to you from my personal page. And to my friends on YouTube, yeah, thank you so much for joining me. You know how we do it, eh? As you are plugging in, as you are joining these, you can also share it with your friends on different platforms that you also belong to. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone, tonight. You have received the latest, haven't you? Anyway, the governors of Yorubaland, the governors of Southwest, as they are called, they have come out of a meeting today. And the resolution of that meeting is what I'm going to share with you tonight. It is not a good news. It is, in fact, a bad and sad news that they are going to garnish with politics and so many other deceits to make it look like they reached a resolution in the interest of Yoruba. I'm going to tell you their resolution tonight for those who haven't probably heard that, okay? We are going to take further because we are going to start from, as usual, we're going to start from the timeline. What led to the eviction notice for Fulani terrorists who are currently occupying the forest of Yorubaland. No one is asking the Fulanis to leave Yorubaland. Nobody is asking any tribe to leave Yorubaland as long as they are living in Yorubaland legitimately. But occupying the forest, right, that we don't know those who are living in the forest, and then escalating a crime whereby our people have become victims of kidnapping and so many other crimes that I'm going to share with you tonight. It is already home. We are already feeling it. But the governors of Southwest, they came back with a resolution today. It will shock you. But before we go fully into the program tonight, the news I was reading earlier before we started tonight was about the ongoing killings in Olu, Imo State, where the Nigerian soldiers, as usual, they have started opening fire on innocent people, harmless people in Olu. They have killed 5 people so far. And from what we have also gathered, ESN, Eastern Security Network of IPOB, they are also on their way. They are already there engaging them. We don't know what the situation is going to be overnight, tomorrow, but I'll share with you what is going on in Olu. Few clips we have picked here and there. For those of you who know what is going on in Olu, please share with us. I'm going to do more after the broadcast. Just before we go fully into this, we picked this up where we saw Nigerian soldiers doing their usual. Watch this.
Why are they shooting? 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 Why are they shooting?
I hope that fixed it. So that is from Olu, where they are shooting at civilians who are not shooting at them. But again, some other people captured. In fact, give me a sec. Sorry, I'm kind of happy. So here is another one. And I was... And here is also another one captured.
Nigerian army are shooting sporadically. They just saw an approaching vehicle and start shooting the person. I can't get everything clearly, but although it's in total mess right now, ransacked by the Nigerian army. What is that?
Yeah, and someone also captured this, which I want to share with you.
Nanda Wadra Kwado.
So the report from Olu from Imo State now is that the governor of Imo State, the Supreme Court governor of Imo State, has declared a curfew in Olu right now, whereby so that they can easily do whatever they want to do under the cover of curfew, like Wike did to the Biafrans in Obigbo last year, when he used the cover of curfew to attack and unleash, untoward violence on the armless civilians by making them stay at home so that they can go in there and kill them. So that is going on in Olu. We'll give that a follow-up later after tonight. It is an ongoing development. But there are a few I want to take you back to. What led to the eviction notice to Fulani terrorists who are now occupying the Yoruba forest? Is because it's not because they have never really been there. Okay, there have been Fulanis for decades who have been living and occupying Yoruba forest from Ondo to Ekiti, to Osun, to Oyo, to Ibarapa, Ogun, to Yewa, to Ijebu. We've always been having them around. So many of them can even speak Yoruba so fluently than you would ever imagine. But there was never a time that they have been disorganized, armed, and more violent. Ever. There's never been time like this until now. In fact, all this change in them attacking Yorubas that they know, some of them from those, you know what I mean? So they have imported them more, who are now more or less like armed, and the mission is what? God knows what. Our people have been kidnapped. Ransom have been paid to these terrorists in Yorubaland. And you might have been kind of feeling like, but crime is crime. They should look for the criminals. We know the criminals. The people knows the criminals. They know the direction of where all these criminalities are taking place in Yorubaland. There are witnesses, there are eyewitnesses. So when Sunday Igboho was called upon, the Yoruba people in many of the Yoruba towns and villages under attack from these invaders, they reported to their government, please help us, save us. These people are killing us, save us. They underplayed it because many of them were playing what they called progressive politics, where Tifnumbu collaborated with the Boko Haram, and here we are, the marriage of a death that they have brought upon Yoruba. They have to. It's not just like let's bury our dead, and don't let us expose the worst political marriage ever in history. So they have been killing the stories. They have been, the stories since Buhari came to power in 2015. Since they came to power since 2015, suddenly, Fulani terrorists started carrying AK-47. They started having the audacity to walk into people's farm and ask you to do your worst. Okay, maybe you don't believe me, Abi. Let's start with this.
ẹ̀tọ́ ọ̀tẹ̀ boko jẹ́.
níbo tó ní kò sí báyìí ṣé koríko ni báyìí.
pẹ̀lú agbára ẹ̀kọ́ ní ọlọ́mọ gbogbo olóògbé.
níbo dúró sí báyìí ṣé koríko ni ṣé ìgbẹ́.
ju mi sílẹ̀ dákun.
ṣé ìgbẹ́.
fílà.
èmi ń fẹ́ ilẹ̀ láàkì wá ẹ̀yàn kó tó.
mo ti di ẹlí ìgbẹ́ níbo dúró sí báyìí.
ẹ filẹ̀.
bá tiẹ̀ lọ.
gbogbo dàbí wọn náà.
ó lè dá kankan ṣe fún wa.
ọ̀gá ìjẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀dá ìjẹ́ kẹ́mi.
èmi mọ̀ pé
ìwọ tá a bá
rẹ̀ kúkúrú yẹn èmi dá nǹkan mọ̀ mo máa gbára rẹ̀ mo máa gbára tí wọ́n ní bó ṣe máa lo agbára rẹ̀ mọ̀ tó lè ní ọ̀dá nǹkan mọ̀ ni mo mọ̀ ó kì í sọ̀dọ̀ mi ló lò sí kì í sọ̀dọ̀ mi lọ́wọ́ yẹ kọ́ lágbára yẹn.
ìwọ náà láti lónìí kò fi ṣàlàyé fún ọmọ rẹ gbogbo ẹni tó ti rí kò fi là.
ẹni wọn bá da ọkọ mi tó wá bá ọkọ mi.
lọ́jọ́ kan ní ìyá bí ẹ. lọ́jọ́ kan ní ìwọ náà
wá bá ọkọ mi jẹ́ ṣé ẹ̀tọ́ ti fún ọ ìwọ náà wá bá ọkọ mi jẹ́. ṣé ẹ̀tọ́ tiẹ̀
tó bá pa mí inú ẹ̀ lónìí.
ó lè dá gbogbo wa.
irọ́ ni.
irọ́
jẹ́ ká dé o.
dáwọ̀ ṣé o ti sọ̀rọ̀.
ṣé ní wọ́n lágbára ni mo wà láwọn.
ṣé ọbẹ̀ ta ọgbọ́n wọn tí ẹnìkan bá ń ṣe ẹnìkan láti ẹ̀ta ló ṣe ẹ̀kan báyìí lọ́mọ.
wo bí tẹ́yìn tí bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bí ìwọ ni wàá mú tẹ́yìn kankan bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ìwọ ni wàá mú kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe tó gbọ́. ok nǹkan tó bá wù padà sínú oko yẹn.
tọ́ba mo ní ti máa da ẹrẹ kọ.
da ẹrẹ padà síbẹ̀ tó bá da ẹ lójú da ẹrẹ padà síbẹ̀.
èyí gbogbo yín ọjọ́ máa halẹ̀ ni wàláì níìsì tọ́ba wàhálà yóò ṣẹlẹ̀.
ebe ọ̀sán lọ ni ebe ọ̀sán lọ ni.
ṣe mo fẹ́ gé wàhálà lé ni.
ìwọ lọ́wọ́ dá wàhálà rẹ̀ lọ́ọ́ sá lọ ìwọ lọ́wọ́ dá wàhálà rẹ̀ lọ́ọ́ sá lọ.
ṣebí ìtòrí wàhálà yìí ló fi wá di ẹran sóko àbí.
kó wọ mi dáadáa.
tọ́ba dá sóko má bí ọmọ àbí. wọ́n ní tó.
Sorry about that. Guys, if I know that some of you would only be able to put one and two together to be able to know what was going on there because you don't understand the Yoruba. What's going on there was that that Fulani guy who speaks Yoruba, who they understood themselves, grazed on people's, somebody's farm, and the man and his children, right? They approached them to say, why would you do that? Well, you know what I mean? And then, they said, you people killed 4 of our cows. So you will go back there and you will graze on every farm as they want, anytime you want. And if they want to fight, they can start to fight. And they're like, one of the farmers' sons said, one day you will meet your own match, and you will meet your own match that you will die. And it was like, who is going to kill me? All of you. Should we try it? Should we try it? Okay, go and get your power and then come and fight me. That is the confidence. For some of you who have been watching different videos, different broadcasts, you have been reading so many things online, but you don't really understand, right? The real picture, the real video of what it is to be in a conflict with them. The confidence, the courage. You know what I mean? And that is what people face. And as if to say that is that, you see that one that is speaking Yoruba, matching cow. That is just a fraction of the problem. For some of you who don't understand the insecurity problem that the Fulanis have brought to Yorubaland and the Yoruba governors, who came out today that no Fulanis are not going to be evicted from the forest. Instead of them to evict them from the forest, they are going to allow Miyetti Allah to form their own vigilante group like Amotekun. That's the resolution today. Oh. They may come out to come and give you this fancy interview, grammar, blah, all this nonsense. I will break all of that down for you tonight. But the summary of the meeting today in Akure was that all Fulani can stay in the forest. So, but they want to work with Miyetti Allah to start a security network like that of Amotekun or in all the Yoruba states, so that they can be working with Amotekun to go and look for those who are the criminals, who are killing people or who are kidnapping people. So you see that guy on somebody's farm, destroying people's farm, he is just a fraction. Those are the ones that are now confident that nothing will happen. And if they say nothing will happen, Baba, they believe it 100%, nothing will happen. But there are those who are not in any way, anywhere, like from anywhere, any forest of Yorubaland, who have been arriving in Yorubaland since 2015. Some of them have been arriving in the cities like Lagos, and some of you in Lagos, you know what I'm talking about. When you look at your streets, yeah, there's some of your streets in Lagos. Do they look like what they used to look like anymore? I won't say much so that they won't say we are trying to start a tribal war. At least they are in the city. You know them face to face. You can record their videos. But many of them have arrived they have arrived at so many of these camps that sort of housed the guy who can graze his cows into people's farm. That one is a local who know all the terrains, who know all the people around there. He knows that whatever he does, nobody will hold him. But there are those who are now arriving to join them. Those are the ones who came for no other thing but for the violence that God knows whatever the agenda is. Those ones are the ones who are now going into the motorway, into people's farms and kidnapping people, organize their attack, because those they met in the forest who understand all the terrain, they can easily tell them, you know what, don't go to this side, you can go to that side. And that is why you see those who just arrived, who have been arriving since 2015, who have now gained ground enough, are not just grazing cows anymore. No cow, no nothing, no. They have guns now. You know, when you have guns, what do you expect? You have guns, lot of it, ammunition and all of that. So I'll show you one other farm where somebody who just planted in that same Ogun, Ibarapa area, somebody who just planted cassava. And somebody called there to say, well, the Fulanis are already on you and their cows are already on your farm. And she started filming it to show to the world that, in her own voice. Watch this.
Okay.
Zo. Mati baje.
Zo mana.
Yewa
bazani de zo. Ba fada. Zo.
Ti Seriki de ń wo ara tí táwọn tá tí àwọn kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ ń dá báyìí. Wọ́n ti bà gbogbo oko jẹ́.
Okay. Hello,
Not just that. Listen to these women. I'll also interpret what they are saying. Watch this.
Nílùú Màyá, nílùú Bàràpá.
Ibo la wà yìí gangan.
Màyá ni ìlú Màyá ni wọ́n ń pè bí Màyá. Màyá ni wọ́n ń pè bí.
Màyá ni bí. Tí wọ́n dá dúró wọn jẹ́jẹ́ wọn. Káwọn Àbàràpá náà dá dúró. Káwọn Hausa náà dá dúró. Káwọn táwọn anájà náà dídó ti pọ̀ jù. Wọ́n á gbowó àwọn àbòrò, wọ́n á dó wọn.
Lójú ọ̀nà bí wọ́n yẹ lọ yà lè níbi
kọjá. Wọ́n fi wà lọ́rùn lẹ̀.
Wọ́n wá bí gbà.
Wọ́n wá bí gbà.
Bá wà lù wà lè rí pé yẹn bá wà lè jà téèyàn wá sọ̀rọ̀ ajé.
Sorry again to some of you who didn't understand the Yoruba language there. So the women are also telling the world that, please save us from the Bororo. They should stay in their own path. They should let us stay on our own side. Every time we go to the market, they will kidnap us. They will rape us. Every day, rape. Everywhere, almost, almost every woman in that axis has witnessed the rape culture of these guys. And these are the victims who are talking. These are the people that the Yoruba governors are supposed to speak to. These are the people the Yoruba governors are the reason why they are governors. This is the reason why they are Yoruba governors. But they don't want to talk to them. They decide to go and meet Miyetti Allah in Akure today. I'm coming back to that. Maybe you think it's all about we didn't see them. You have seen the cows, you have seen farmers and other clash and argued. Okay, well, how can we then say other crowd? Okay, don't worry. Here is another one. This happened just yesterday. This happened yesterday on Owo Akure Road. Owo Akure in Ondo State. This is what happened, and I want you to watch this. Then you watch another one again that also happened around Ore in the same Ondo axis today, and that was exactly where they killed the daughter of Mrs. Olufunke Arakunrin, Olakunrin. That was where they killed her. The Fulani terrorists who shot and killed her, where Tinubu said, "Oh, how are you sure that she was killed by the Fulani herdsmen? Where are the cows?" Evans, is Evans a Fulani? That was what Tinubu said at on the day he went to Akure to go and commiserate with. Sorry, I just got a call there. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Ondo, where the governor of Ondo State made a declaration and said all the Fulani herdsmen, bandits who are committing all these crimes, that they should leave Ondo State. The same Ondo State, around that axis. This is what happened there yesterday.
Say moto flag inú gbó ni.
Wọ́n jáde láti inú gbó ìwà ni sẹ́. Wọ́n ti lè escape o.
Fulani herdsmen. See? Just now. Fulani herdsmen. Yeah, this is Lagos Benin or expressway. Just now, see them. Nice side this bush they enter. They no go in lower.
Cherry, our other teacher, ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan jà fún gan.
Daddy mu neighbor.
Ṣáò ni ẹ.
Wọ́n ni.
Ṣáò Fulani ẹ.
Wọ́n ti mú man kan lọ. Wọ́n ti mú lọ, wọ́n ti mú wọnú. Mò ń wò wọ́n báyìí. Wọ́n mú wọnú títí.
Daddy be that?
Yes, so that be.
Oya ipa onda ko. Moto ti move.
Come down, ban moto.
Look at that little girl. Imagine what that trauma will be for her, or how the trauma is going to be with her for the rest of her life. Nobody's going to possibly see her again or talk to her again, but she witnessed Fulani terrorists stopped a public transport, a bus, and they kidnapped the people from the bus and took them into the forest. So many other people jumped out and ran away, and they are now finding themselves. That is the situation in Yorubaland. Not just that. Watch that one.
Allah Osho. 8 bullets. 8 bullets.
That's what you just die.
For those of you who are easily triggered because of the political manipulation they have done on you and the number they have on you, and you pretend not to see all of these things, that is how you'll be finding out. That is how you'll be confirming that everything you have been listening to, everything you have been reading online, everything you have been seeing, they are actually happening around you. You just haven't been a victim yet. Maybe you love to be a victim before you find out or confirm it. But one person saw that and he knew that, except because the Fulanis, they understand one thing. and that is what do you call it? Fire for fire. Immediately Sunday Igboho moved. What happened? Abuja became G3 because they realized that there's a fault line there. If they should go after Sunday Igboho the way they go after every other person from other part of Nigeria, or every other protester they have attacked in the past, it's going to be like an attack on the entire Yoruba, because what Sunday Igboho is pushing and fighting for is right, and it's going to be against whatever agenda they said they have. That's what our people are facing. Well, that is what do you call it? Ondo area as well. Let me take you to Ijebu Ode, where a woman was attacked in Ijebu Ode by Fulani terrorists in Ijebu Ode, Ogun State. Watch this. Yeah, that happened yesterday, 2 days ago, right? Nigerian soldiers, they led the Fulani terrorists to some areas in Yewa, in Yewa part of Ogun State, where the governor happened to be the APC governor. You see all these states, all these areas where what happened? The people there, the farmers there, they have resisted Fulani terrorists grazing on their farms, and they have been like, stopping them. All of a sudden, Nigerian army in their trucks, they moved into these areas in Imekwafon, Ayetoro, in Yewa North, in Olorunshogo. They moved into all these areas, and they started calling out those who were bold enough to stop the Fulani from grazing on the farms on their farms. Are you mad? Why would you stop them from grazing on your farms? So they brought them out and they beat them mercilessly. That made headlines. They are Yorubas. The governor of the state is a Yoruba governor. The governor of the state is APC governor. And there are those who quickly called meeting because they don't want to give an impression that they are fighting Fulani. They don't mind that their people should be killed. They don't mind that you be killed. And that should scare you, because the Fulani terrorists are not interested in whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, APC or PDP or wherever, whether you like Buhari or you don't like Buhari, whether you have been housing Fulani terrorists or you haven't been housing, it doesn't matter. It is like raising a baby lion. How did we get here? There's something that people don't know. For those who are shouting one Nigeria, you have no idea of that one Nigeria you are shouting about. If you have a clue, just a glimpse, you will deny that one Nigeria right now, right here, right now. The intention of those, from those who have been making statements since this whole thing escalated, since Sunday Igboho decided to lead the young Yorubas to stand up and defend their land, because the police won't defend them, the military won't defend you. In fact, you have to fight the presidency to be safe from those criminals who they sent to kill you. Sunday Igboho, since he made that declaration, we have heard the Miyetti Allah. They said every land in Nigeria belongs to them. The presidency where Garbage Shiu and Femi Okunu Adeshina, where they are the ASO, the ASO rats who come out to request for the arrest of Sunday Igboho for saying no to those who are kidnapping the Yorubas, those who are raping our women. No. They decided to push it the other way by using the Yoruba governors. Seyi Makinde, that one has already played, he has already played his corner to throw in. And he'll play penalty to throw in. Seyi Makinde has been strapped in now. Are you in or out? Because we have to go after everyone that is trying to do this. We know they are trying to do the right thing, but this is going to be politically dangerous for us. We know what that means. Blah, 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 blah. So they are now going to work together and stop any of you from advancing any campaign, any movement that we are enlightening, or try to stop the Fulanis in their advancements. Because you know what they agreed on today? They decided that from now on, they are going to work with the Miyetti Allah. You remember that Miyetti Allah, they have a vigilante organization in Yorubaland. Some of you don't know it, but we have seen them since 2019. We have seen those who are already, whenever you meet any Fulani terrorist who is carrying a gun and leading a herd of cows, yeah? If you try to stop him and question him, why are you carrying a gun? He will tell you he's a vigilante. Vigilante, Miyetti Allah, vigilante. For Ondo State, Miyetti Allah, vigilante. Ogun State, Miyetti Allah, vigilante. Or your state. These are the people that are going to start, you will start seeing them now. So when you see any group of terrorists who are like, and you feel scared, don't be scared. They are going to join the security in Yorubaland now. You are going to be seeing them. According to the Yoruba governors, they want to go after those who are kidnapping people. Miyetti Allah want to form vigilante in Yorubaland, but they cannot form vigilante in Zamfara. They cannot form vigilante in Nasarawa. They can't form vigilante in Niger. They cannot form vigilante in all those places where people are being kidnapped, killed every day. But Yoruba governors are, you know, to make peace, according to them, for peace. And their own type of peace is that you just have to keep quiet. Just forget it. It's okay. Let's let them. Let's see what they want to do. What are they going to do? Do you want to give the protection of your fried meat to your starving cats? For those who know the riddle, how did we get here? It doesn't matter who or which party or wherever part of Nigeria a Fulani man comes from. They have this intention, they have this mindset that they own everywhere in Nigeria, and they have said it. But some of you, especially those of you who want to be politically correct, you have many times you have been trying to tell yourself that they cannot try it with us. They cannot try it with us. They are already trying it with you. But I'm gonna share the word of this philosopher, this great guy, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's a reminder. It's just to tell you that I told you then, you are here now, Yorubas brace up, then I will take you, my brothers and sisters, I will take you through how did you get here? How did you become people who now have to choose between your land or your life? This is the situation, and that is what they are telling you to accept. Okay? So every time you move now to go after any terrorist in the forest, when you group yourselves, you will be faced by Miyetti Allah vigilante. Your governors are approving that now. So Miyetti Allah vigilantes are going to fight you to stop you. Ask those from Benue State. Every time they want to go after the Fulani terrorists killing them, Nigerian army. There is inside Nigerian army. They have a team. They call them Cattle Rustling Task Force. When Buhari became your president, he started a task force in Nigerian army, and they put personnel there. Their job is to go. They give them gun. They train them. Their job is to go after anybody that go after Fulani herdsmen or herdsmen anywhere in Nigeria. So now, since they couldn't find enough army or number of army that will do the job for them in Yorubaland, your governors, your 6 state governors in Yorubaland, they have signed it away that Miyetti Allah should help them go after Fulani terrorists who are kidnapping and killing your people, killing us. So that's just the summary of their meeting today. I'll talk about the rest later, But let's take a quick dip to Mazi.
It is going to happen, and when it happens, your eyes will clear, and about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you in 2014, 2015, 2016. They said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and I told World Igbo Congress that this war you are avoiding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Miyetti Allah is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please, Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you, we are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege. And the Fulani will take it. It doesn't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong, resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them. They have that woman at UN trying to lobby the world that everything is okay in the zoo called Nigeria. But you and I know that the zoo is not okay. You and I know the game plan of the Fulani. And what are you doing about it? Nothing. Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament. And that's all you do. That is all you do. You read, you lament, you complain, you do nothing about it. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraption is sustainable, it is viable.
You may be asking yourselves, I'm kind of reading some of the comments there. You can ask yourself if you are a Yoruba man, if not because of your fear. I mean, if you're not because you are really scared, okay? Ask yourself that in northern Nigeria, where they have Isba in some of their states and some of their Sharia police, they have different ones in northern Nigeria. Their job is to be moral policemen and all of that. Despite that, they couldn't match up or mobilize an army of young people or old people that could defeat terrorism in northern Nigeria. Now that the terrorism in northern Nigeria are now being, imported to the southern Nigeria, now they have solution for us. They want to join those who are going to help us secure Yorubaland. If not because of politics, I believe some of you should get enough sense that does that make any sense at all? Now you can be driving between Ondo and Ekiti, and then they will stop you, and they say Miyetti Allah, and that's it. What are you gonna do? Shout, call the police. Who is the police? They are the police. The governors of Yorubaland, they chickened out. And they come with a resolution they called peaceful resolution. That no Fulani should leave the forest. They should stay. But they have to work with Miyetti Allah and Amotekun so that they can go after any criminal, any of them perpetrating criminal, forgetting the fact that Miyetti Allah already have a vigilante in Yorubaland since 2015. And the work of this Miyetti Allah vigilante in Yorubaland is to commit kidnapping, to commit, all this kidnapping, armed robbery, and on of all these vices we are talking about. That's what they have been doing. Because I haven't seen anywhere Miyetti Allah vigilante in Ondo State arrested those who kidnapped and killed Olufon. And this is their intention. The whole Nigeria, they say. Remember when they said, the Igbos should leave the northern Nigeria. Nobody was arrested. Nobody was threatened. The northern governors, all of them, PDP, APC, they said yes, they kept quiet. But look at the Yoruba governor. Within 3 days, they have given them the marching order. And do you know who they are going to go after? Not the kidnappers. They are going to go after all of you who are going to ask them to do something. You remember this when they said all of you
all state
Nigeria.
Governors that stand against the implementation of the Ruga initiative to desist and give peace.
In fact, that's not the one I wanted to be. Those were the one that they said all the Igbos should leave northern Nigeria. This one I want to play, right now is actually the warning they gave to all the Yoruba governors, all the southern governors who refused to give them Ruga, the land. Remember, they don't want to buy land. They don't want to rent land. They don't want to do anything. They want the land. That's it. Any state governor who refuses that is declaring war, and our governors have chicken to them. They are looking for peace. But do you remember this video where they warned you?
Warn all state governors that stand against the implementation of the Ruga initiative to desist and give peace a chance. We place President Buhari and the federal government on notice that they must act to halt and completely stop this raging madness within 30 days, beginning from today, Wednesday, July 3, 2019. For the avoidance of doubt, we advise the federal authorities and the southern leaders to heed the 30-day notice, failing which we would most definitely be left with no option than to consider resorting to our decisive line of action. We remind the nation that so long as the Fulani will not be allowed to enjoy their citizens' right of living and flourishing in any part of this country, including the South, no one should also expect us to allow any Southerner to enjoy the same in northern Nigeria.
You remember that? Any Southerner, any Southern governor who won't give land and who make Fulanis to prosper in other parts of Nigeria, they too will know blah, blah, blah. That's the first warning. When Sunday Igboho visited Igangan and the people reacted and Seriki Fulani ran away. Yeah? This, you listen to this guy. In fact, listen to him, because I think listening to him and then speaking after that will make better sense. They gave this order. That's the order your governors are following. Listen.
True to the prediction of the presidency, a certain character identified as Sunday Igboho, apparently acting on the order of Akure, took the law in his hand and began to issue threats to the Fulani living in Yorubaland. Shortly after that, Igboho, who is now being referred to as Yoruba activists, began to expel Fulanis from certain part of Yorubaland. Then, one Friday, Igboho and his supporters stormed a community in Oyo State and began to evict the Fulani from the area. Igboho said he acted on the request of traditional ruler who said protested they were helpless about incidents, killing, and kidnapping. The action of Igboho even led to violence when he stormed the Fulani settlement in the town to eject the Seriki Fulani, Salihu Abdul Qadir, and some other herdsmen accused of failing security problem in the area. Unconfirmed reports claim that some persons were killed while properties worth several millions of naira were set ablaze during the clash which occurred in evening. The voice of Jacob. All these threats, suspense, and deliberate hating of the polity, we believe are at the instigation of the so-called Southwest political leader, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all in the name of politics. We cannot but see the hand of the Tinubu in all this because of his inordinate ambition to become the president of Nigeria and his penchant for bellicosity anytime he is targeting a political prize horse. Tinubu, as we all know, is a seriously eyeing the presidency come 2023. But as we inch closer to the election year, it is becoming glaring to him that the odds do not favor him. Instead of accepting his fate quietly, as power does not come from man, Tinubu is trying to upset the apple cart by heating up the polity, making the country ungovernable. This is with the hope that after he has turned the country upside down, that he will be called to the negotiating.
They are about to sacrifice your Tifnumbu. You may not have an idea what is going on in Southwest. They are going to burn down Southwest. They are going to burn down Yorubaland. And they are going to put it on your Tifnumbu. They are already doing it. It's a finished job. Okay? And Yoruba governors who wants to keep their power, they want to remain governors. What are they doing? They will sacrifice themselves, and in the process, they will politicize the insecurity in Yorubaland, and they have already started. Okay, they have already started that, politicizing the insecurity in Yorubaland. Some people are saying, "Oh, so Sunday Igboho is being sponsored to go and fight Fulani." Are you listening? Some people, some Tifnumbu's supporters, some of these. The Lagos Abobakus, they are watching me. They are there watching, I know. The Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the the humble slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, the Lagos Abobaku, you know them? The crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the crumb eaters. They are watching me right now. According to them, they want to stop Tinubu's ambition 2023. And now today that they kill people. How come you now all of you want to fight for, say that they kill people? Why is it now that Tinubu want to be president? Meanwhile, in the northern Nigeria, it's going to be like, all of you say stupid in here, like power. Oh yeah. And this is where, you see, when they say Yorubas will betray themselves, no, the Yoruba political leaders have already betrayed all the Yorubas. And that is why Yoruba is now trapped in Nigeria and nobody is speaking up for her. Nobody is speaking for the people. Everybody is just using the people as the what do you call it, bargaining chip now. So Yorubas have already been betrayed. It's only those who betrayed Yorubaland who are going to betray themselves very soon. And Hausa Fulani will play them so well. They are already playing the card that, you see that Sunday Igboho, Tinubu. You see, let me put it this way. In northern Nigeria, in their midst, among them, the message is that Sunday Igboho is being pushed by Tinubu because Tinubu want to make Nigeria ungovernable for Buhari so that Tinubu can be president. They are already telling themselves right there. Right there in Yorubaland, Yorubas are tearing themselves like, some people are sponsoring Igboho to stop some Yorubas that are you know what I'm talking about. Before you know it, they will politicize it. People will continue to be killed. People will continue to be kidnapped. People, lives will continue to be ruined, destroyed. We'll be reading about it, same way we are reading about Imo and all of that. The governors of Yorubaland met today, and they see no danger. No. You guys are just exaggerating. It's not that bad. It's not, don't exaggerate. You know what I'm talking about, But this is how it all started. When even the Bauchi state governor, listen to this guy.
Practice of moving from one place to the other. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more. Because to them, they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians.
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of
the operations.
Operations. You said to bring in the Fulanis together. We have Fulanis from other countries.
The issue of misconception, I said there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon, but they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan, as somebody coming from the Niger Delta, because he speaks the Niger Delta language, which you and I don't. And of course, we would have to just take this as part of our own heritage, something that is African, and that we cannot just close the border and say the Fulani man is just a Nigerian or this. No. In most cases, the crises are precipitated by those outside Nigeria. When there is a reprisal, it is not the Fulani man within Nigeria that causes it. It is that culture of getting revenge, which is embedded in the tradition of the Fulani man, that attracts reprisal from all over the world.
If I understand it, does that mean that those Fulani men who are maybe domiciled in other countries who move around, they can come into the country and this plan will accommodate them as well?
Yes, that's what we want to do. But it has to be done through sensitization, telling them you have to buy in the project, and you use the language, the culture itself to be able to convince them, away from the mistrust where the whole system of transhumance or pastoralism is criminalized. Criminalization of pastoralism is the problem that we have with this project, and it requires people with passion who understand them and who.
I hope you get the message. They own the land, they are welcome, it's their culture, and they love revenge. How can you be saying you are taking revenge on our land? We didn't go, not that Yorubas traveled to Fulani land, and they started kidnapping them, they started killing them or anything. You are in Yorubaland, for goodness sake. Now, for those of you who are asking for Obasanjo, even Obasanjo said was like, which level? Listen.
When you have a situation where your own tribe is being accused of something, now you must be able to look into it and make it transparently clear that that accusation is unfounded, or if it's founded, you deal with it. There have been, herdsmen, farmers. Now, herdsmen are mainly Fulanis. Nothing has been done. Rather than doing something about it, what we are having is, okay, we will create colonies, cattle colony. Where will you create colony in Nigeria? Is it in my own part of the country that you will now make a colony? Who will give you land to create colony within its own state? So these are specific. You are asking for specific. I can go on and on. But there are many things that should not have been done that have been done, and many things that should have been done that are not being done, that will have helped in the area of management of diversity.
Thank you, President.
I hope Papa puts on well. Maybe that is not enough. I also have something again that will also give you detailed information about the atrocities, the activities of Fulani terrorists all over Nigeria, and how much the government of Nigeria has been sponsoring them, preventing them from prosecution, and doing everything to make sure that this advancement, God knows what's going to be for the Fulanis. And every Fulani, when Bokwari or APC, when they are no longer in charge of Nigeria, I don't know how it's going to be for them. Like, are they still going to actually be going about, or they're going to give back all the guns they gave to them? Watch this documentary. I think this says more on what you need to know, the danger, and how much government of Nigeria continue to sponsor them directly and indirectly. Watch this.
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdulrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country. The meeting lasted over 4 hours on Friday as negotiations dragged on, with the association initially asking for 160 billion naira. The minister said that the strategy was part of the steps needed to tackle insecurity in the country as prescribed by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The headsman crisis has risen since 2015 after Muhammadu Buhari became president. Their rampage has spread not only in the north but also throughout the southern zones of the country. The killings by the headsmen has led them to be tagged the fourth most dangerous and deadly terrorist group in the world by the World Terror Index. The acting Inspector General of Police, Muhammad Adamu, who was also at the meeting in Kebbi State, added that over 1,000 people have been killed and many more kidnapped in Kaduna. However, he said that this intervention was necessary to bring the criminals to book. The Kebbi State Governor Atiku Bagudu said hosting the meeting in his state shows the seriousness of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration in tackling the security challenges in the country. Responding, the president of the association, Alhaji Muhammad Kirua, said the meeting would serve as a foundation for peace between the Fulani headsmen and farmers and among Fulanis themselves. Roots TV, Nigeria.
Thank you very much. I hope, I know that one has been causing so many ripples among those who are speaking for Bukwari in Aso Rock. Okay, I remember that story. I remember it so well. When they had that meeting that they were going to call on the Miyetti Allah, they will give them money. And Miyetti Allah will be, in a way, help them mediate between their Fulani terrorists and the government. Now, they are denying it, but it is happening already. In Zamfara State, the governor of Zamfara State, where bandits, the governor is ruling a part of the state. The bandits are ruling the other part of the state. So the government is paying security tax to the bandits. The citizens who are living within the territory of the bandits, they are also paying tax to the bandits. That is how they are ruling the Zamfara State right now. So the bandits will go, they will go and drill gold. They will sell the gold to the governor of Zamfara. The governor of Zamfara State will give them money. He will buy them cars. You know what they call them in Zamfara? Repentant bandits. So millions and billions of naira are being awarded to them every month. You know the story about 4 or 5 days ago. There are repentant bandits in the new cars given to them by the governor of Zamfara State, they are brandishing their gun. The governor gave them a gun. Governor gave them car. Doesn't mean that they cannot walk about with their guns. So they shot and killed a colonel, a Nigerian army. They killed him in Zamfara. Now, collateral damage. That is why some of you, that they are playing kites, they are playing politics with your destiny, with your lives. You will become collateral damages in the whole thing that is coming, as they are going to try to sway you completely away from the truth. But I'll do my best. Continue to do that, yeah? So in Zamfara, in Sokoto, in Kaduna, in Adamawa, in Niger, and so many other places in northern Nigeria, their government, their state governors, they are paying bandits security money. Can you believe that? Those are the areas that they will tell you that the police station closed by 6 p.m. for security reason. Do you know that? If you go to northern Nigeria, 90% of their police station, they close at 6 p.m., 5 p.m. Some close at 3 p.m. in the afternoon for security reason. Some don't open, they don't open for weekend. They don't even have cell. So if you commit any crime or anything, they don't get cell. So they know they arrest. So they just come there, mark register and go home for security reasons. Because every time the bandits and the terrorists want to show that they are mad, they are angry with everybody, they will just enter police station, kill everybody that is there, take whatever gun they find there. So people just go there now to mark register. They close. That's Nigeria for you. Yorubaland, our own Yorubaland. We have somebody who could do this, who actually did this for us. And that really scared them. It scared them beyond words. Let me remind you.
Bàbá wa ṣe sọ́dà dé ọmọ Ìgbòho tí àwọn kan ti sọ pé ọ̀hún ní lọ tẹ́tí láti wà ní gọ̀gán ní báyìí á múra láti máa lọ. Ṣé ti rí bàbá wa ṣe Sunday Igboho tó ní pé kò ní lọ sílùú Ìparapà ìlú gangan ibẹ̀ làwọn àbáyé presently adẹ̀sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ awí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá wa ló sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ẹ wo ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ ènìyàn president wọn ló lè ní. Ṣé àwí ṣàbẹ́ àwíire? Balógun.
Ọmọkọlẹ̀ Yorùbá àtọ́màlè. Olóyè Sunday Igboho òní live and direct ní Ìgangan. Mo rò bí ẹ rí èrò pẹ̀lú olóyè Sunday Igboho. Bàbá dẹ̀ ti declare a ò fẹ́ Fúlàní mọ́, a ò fẹ́ Fúlàní lórílẹ̀ wa mọ́. Live and direct. Ẹ ti rí báyìí o. Balógun ilẹ̀ Ìgangan ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ Ìjágún ilẹ̀ Ìgangan. Wọ́n ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí pé ó tó gẹ́ ọmọ Nẹ́fì. Èyí tí Fúlàní ṣe tó gẹ́. Gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé ó ráyè rẹ o. Gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé tó ráyè rẹ o. Ìwọ tó níran Fúlàní ni ẹ́. Tó ní wọ́n máa pa àwọn èèyàn wa. Àwọn èèyàn jáde o. Wọ́n lólóyè Sunday Igboho làwọn tẹ̀lé o. Lólóyè Sunday Igboho lẹ́ ń wò yìí o. Akọni ọkùnrin ogun. Májà Sọ́lá Àdìsán ọmọ aládìkún. Ọmọ aládìkún lẹ́ ń rí yẹn o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o.
So that was what happened in Igangan. The one that triggered the Hausa Fulani or the Fulanis in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria, that the Yoruba governors had to go and hold meetings with them in Ondo. Some of you are asking me, what should the people do? It is not hard. You know, one thing is, it has to come to this, that you have to defend yourselves or you stayed to be killed. When I say defend yourselves, right? I know some of you will be asking me, well, how should we defend ourselves? I don't know. But with the likes of Sunday Igboho, with what we have seen so far, it is now obvious that the only language that these people understand is fire for fire, right? Sunday Igboho will be their target now. It's not somebody they are going to walk in and just grab, right? Now we know that the Yoruba governors they have given the pass and the clearance to Fulani, what do you call the Fulani terrorists in Yorubaland. They are telling us now that we have to live with it. We have to learn how to live with it. But what I can say is that we will see how long they are going to hold this. I mean, how long they are going to hold the people down from standing up to defend their communities or to defend themselves when this whole thing finally ballooned. I have something from this Kabiesi from Ikere, Olukere of Ikere, who was praying for Sunday Igboho. Watch.
Ọmọ Sunday Igboho, ọmọ bíbí òde ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. Ó fẹ́ kó ogun jà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ó fẹ́ kó mọ́lẹ́ra àṣàtẹ̀rẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ó fẹ́ kó pa abẹ́ ní pìdérègbè. Ó fẹ́ kó ara lẹ̀ ra tẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ̀yà kan kóra rẹ̀ jọba ẹ̀yà fẹ́ mú o. Olóòótọ́ àrùn kẹrẹ́. Kété olúmọ̀lẹ̀ pọ́ kì í jọ kóra jọ. Bùkẹ́ sí lárọ̀ o. Kété rẹ̀ kà á ti gbèrò bẹ́ẹ̀ wíṣẹ́ náà fẹ́ bí Sunday Igboho bẹ́ẹ̀. Uke jagun ke don dabere sisa ìlàlẹ̀ òde náà. Àìrọ́jú àìráyè dabere sí bá wọn. Olóòtú àrùnkẹ́rẹ́ wẹ̀ gbọ́ mi o. Bòbí Sunday Igboho lé ọ lọ látọ̀ọ̀rọ̀ lọ. Ọ ayé gbọ́dọ̀ ká o. Á gbọ́dọ̀ rí gbẹ́sẹ̀. Ukú gbọ́dọ̀ pa. Àrùn gbọ́dọ̀ sọ́lọ́dọ̀. Ọ̀nì kọ́ni ẹ̀bàṣọ lórí ogun ni ẹ̀bàṣọ lórí ìjọba ni nígbà tí wọ́n lọ sí wípé kan yà mú kọ́mú yà jẹ́ nítorí pé wọ́n wúkọ́ ọmọ dúdú àmọ́ jùyà olóòtú àrùn kẹ́mi kí ra àwọn sì kárí àwòtú rú àdéhùn bẹ́ẹ̀ bí àbá mi dàn lédè rú. Ṣé àmọ́ ẹ̀wẹ̀ láyé o dùbí àṣẹlẹ̀ lulẹ̀ lọ ṣé àìrójú ara yà bá wọn. Ogun Fúlàní ìbòlòrò kàrá àjà lùsìmí lóde ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Aya ló ta lọ́kẹ́ àti ìdẹ́rùmọ́ ìbá rẹ̀ ó sọ̀rọ̀ kábà tí agbára ogun kìdìdé ogun sí hàn kó ogun bá ń rúlé kó ogun bá ń rúlé àjò kó ogun bá ń rúlé mẹ́rin lọ Yorùbá gbogbo èyí ìwúlò ní káàrọ̀ kẹrọ mọ́ ọ́n Sunday Igboho.
Àṣẹ o Kábíyèsí. So across Yorubaland, from the, we believe that we expect all our traditional rulers, all our obas, Kabiyesi's, Lade-Lades, prominent people in Yorubaland to begin to group together now. Those who are going to stage a peaceful protest across Yorubaland, they should begin work now. Begin the mobilization the same way that that we mobilized against Ruga. Across Yorubaland, we have to mobilize right now en masse because your governors, they have signed the paper with the Miyetti Allah today. That Miyetti Allah is going to help them bring peace to Yorubaland. Therefore, Miyetti Allah is going to form their own vigilante now officially like Amotekun. And you Yorubas will have to live with that. And anyone who is not in any way opposed to that, whoever is opposed to that, you will find yourself to blame. Sunday Igboho has told us that we will not have we will never have a Fulani terrorist in the Ibarapa area again. But Seyi Makinde is going to lead them back to Ibarapa. Seyi Makinde's government is going to give them money to rebuild the house for the Seriki Fulani. They are going to try and placate them according to them, trying to make peace. I don't know if Sunday Igboho will take this further now, but whatever it's going to be, there's a lot to look forward to, because now that all the Yoruba governors have signed it that Fulani should stay, now whoever comes out now to say no, they shouldn't stay, this is where we're going to see those who genuinely mean to support everyone who is standing up right now to say enough of this killing. You cannot send those who are killing us to go and protect us. That is a trick on us. And people must not accept that. Those who are going to start their organization and then mobilization for a mass protest across Yorubaland, people have told me that they are already working on that. And I'm looking forward to when this is going to happen. Do same thing you did during Ruga, or else we are going to be like Borono, like Adamawa, like Niger, like all these places, like even like Katsina. Daura, where Boko Haram comes from, where they kidnap people for ransom. So many people living in Daura, people from Daura, many of them are living in IDP camp in Cameroon now. Ask yourself, where is the country that is near or close to you in your own state in Yorubaland? Is it Mali? Is that where you're going to end up as a refugee? Or you're going to end up as a refugee in Togo or Benin Republic? Where? Ghana? I don't know which is close to you more. That is what your governors are pushing you into. Let people who know the danger of this rise up now and stop this. Yes, we are different in Yorubaland, and I hope this won't be the end of it. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time. To my friends who are watching me on YouTube, you know how we do it, yeah? It is time for you to close that live chat. Close that live chat. And go and use that thumb up now that you are still there, just before you go. And if you are yet to subscribe on Maiyegun's Diary on YouTube, you can also do that too. Subscribe underneath there. Even if you don't like me or like my face, you can also give me a thumbs down like that. Do that too. And then, yeah, go on, guys. Let's see how many of you have the time to do that before we go. Tap that thumbs up just before you go, and hopefully that makes a difference. Thank you very much for your time. And for those who haven't, like I said, those who haven't really subscribed to Maiyegun's Diary Politico, remember this, you can still do it.
Ani Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Ani Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Ani Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Ani Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa bí. Ani Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Ani Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Ani Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Ani Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa bí. Ani Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Ani Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Òkúrọ̀ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa bí. Ani Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Ani Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú Esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú Esunraki. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.